Hi, I am Omega. I found this back in my car. I was using it during, they had, fall days or, for the thing. So I was using it on that. Anyway, I wanted to, uh, don't forget a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm here on the show. This is the Omega Show. We are talking about what to expect this month. This month, I should be putting out some actual footage where I have to put together a storyline. And you're going to meet Snake Lady, who was a woman that I had met a character in Santa Monica who would go by the pier with snakes and talk about what they did and stuff, and she would get money from passerbys. And not a lot of people must have met Snake Lady, but Crazy Christine introduced me to her, and she came off as living in Carolina, Southern Carolina, or whatever, down south, and she would say, you all. And she said the one thing that to this day the other white meat, you know, which was, of course, her snake meat. And she believed that everybody should eat it because one day the economy was going to go totally belly up. And she believed that snake meat was the thing that we were going to end up eating because no one messes with snake meat. No one really wants to care to eat snake meat, to be honest. Anyone with half a brain would know if you eat too much of snake meat, meaning that there's not a lot of nutrients in it, and it's something that I was told by a nutritionalist that said snake meat isn't that great. That's why everyone isn't like clamoring to eat it because it's not full of nutrients. Where if you get a hamburger, you're going to get a whole lot more nutrients than what you would in snake meat. I was told that a long time ago, so I never really got into the other white meat. But you're going to meet Snake Lady and you're going to meet Vicky. Vicky is I got to get her wig. She's a total Karen who tries to make money to pay for her spending problems because she likes to, shop a lot, and she has to figure out ways that her husband can't find her problems, which is all the stuff she tries to sell that she buys when she gets drunk on Amazon, and she's trying to hide all her stuff, and she's trying to sell extra stuff, and she's putting out things, and she has what you call a moving emporium, which is an RV on wheels, a business on wheels that she takes everywhere. And she hides from her ex-husband. Well, hides from her husband because he finds out that she owes a lot of money. And it's the whole thing of the invisible X and or the invisible X to be, or how I'm going to play it out. I don't know if it's going to be an invisible X or X to be, but I'm going to have to probably say that I'm going to have to say that she's not going to have a husband because it is too much to play on. So I'm going to say that she's just starting over and trying to pay her shit off like me. So I got these and I left them in my car by accident. So I figure I would just, put them on my head while I was putting some of my things away from the store. And I got some delicious, I love apple cider. When they come into season, I drink a gallon or more each week. I'm just like a big apple cider girl. I I think that I don't know if it keeps me healthy, but my body likes it and it craves it. So I get to the point where I'm like, 2 in the morning, I will get some apple cider. So I'm going to put this away for a bit, and I am going to tell you more or less that um, when you're dealing with the show, I am going to put out at least one for now because it's a lot to do. I got to figure out the storyline, and it has to coincide with the next one coming up because we're doing snakes in an RV. That's attack snakes in an RV. So I know I got me twice. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, I'm working on. If you've seen my short, that is a character called the Snake Lady. from a character that, from a person I met in Santa Monica Beach on the pier. They once in a while you find some people that the pier didn't really care about, but they really didn't put any like attention to themselves. She was known as a snake lady, and for a while, I guess she used to be like one of those snake women who would dance with the snakes and stuff. And what happened was she just got older, and like the guy said, her story was she was one. They had pictures of her, of this woman. Yeah, I got a little snake lady. It's kind of like the snake lady is like the other white meat. She was the real snake lady who I perpetrated when she was young over in Santa Monica. She used to dance with the snake, and you would see pictures of her. She was like in her 80s by the time I met her in the early 2000s. She was just, she was a former person of herself, to be honest. Age has a way of fucking with us. Let's just be honest. And what happened was they had pictures of her with these big boas and dancing with them. And then she was just with the box with the snake and stories and pictures. It was neat, but Crazy Christine had me hang out. She would always say that you all got to try the other white meat. And I said, is that just an act? It was just an act because Crazy Christine hung out with her, or not me. I think if you find crazy on the boardwalk, you leave it there. But Christine's like, oh yeah, I hung out with her. Okay, uh, yeah. I would like to. I would love to move to Alaska. Right now, um, it would have to wait until spring because my house. Let me just be honest, okay? My house looks like Better Home and Garbage. Yeah. My ex, he'll lock up the house. I said, shit, don't lock up the house. It looks like somebody already got to it. You know what I mean? It's just like it's a joke to lock up my house. It's like, really. So right now I have a whole house to get. No one's going to want to buy my house. All right. Let's just be honest. I got a hole in the ceiling from my last boyfriend who shot the hole in the ceiling. I got crap all over the house. My stuff and my ex's stuff. When you walk into one room, it's filled with. I got more bottles of empty beer than a actual bar, guaranteed. Oh, I want to move. It would get my ex. It's like who would go and buy it? It would take 2 months for somebody else to clean up my mess. It is that bad. I got Better Home Garbage right in my door, and then Senior Psychopaths who doesn't want to leave my life or anything. He wants to get right into it. If I were to go on a date, guaranteed, guaranteed, anyone who would take me out to dinner or on a date, he would be, if he knew right where I was, he would go there to find out who I was dating, and he would want to see the score of everything. Really, he would, because he lives his life, around me, and it's like he needs to quit that, move on, because I really don't care to be with him. I spent 10 grand to get rid of him. Oh, the heat gets hot. It gets the summertime is a slow time for here. A lot of people, we call them snowbirds. They come here in the winter. What they do is they already have their spot picked out. They already have it prepaid to go when they get at a certain time. They go to that spot. They already have it pre-done. Yeah, a lot of people here are snowbirds or longtime snowbirds. They have their spot and everything. I'm talking, they got it all taken care of. What you want to do, if you want to be a snowbird, you want to come here from October, November, December, January, February, in March, maybe April. If you want to spend 6 or 7 months here, you're going to want to get a good spot. So I got some advice. You can call some places up. There's a place here, uh, Preferred RV. Preferred RV, you pay to have, and it's like the Good Sam, you pay to have this, it's a lifetime membership, and you pay $300 a month. The lifetime membership, I don't know what it goes for. It's over $1,000. You can find it on eBay every so often for sale when somebody dies. And then you go and get that. You can reserve. When you get that membership, you can reserve your spot over at this place. I know that because that's what they told me. You can call them up and ask, but Preferred RV. And you go there and you can get a membership that you can use anywhere in the world, literally the world. And it is a good membership. It's just really expensive. It's like over $1,000. You can get it cheaper sometimes online, like eBay or whatever, if you look for Preferred RV membership, and you can go Arizona, anywhere. And what's good is even if you don't have an RV, you can go and use their swimming pool. You can go use their facilities. And it's not just if you have an RV. If you have family coming in and they can't get like the motels are filled up, you can actually, they have some little, they call them cabins, and you can have them stay there. So I know that because I actually interviewed them and put them on my channel about the Preferred RV because I wanted to know more about that. I actually looked into it. I wanted to get the Preferred RV card so I can, when I have my daughter over or whatever, I can have them stay there. That's what I was thinking. Oh, you were talking about, oh my God. I'm serious. I was talking with one of my friends, one of my buddies, and you know what? I put in on my dating site that I'm looking for a real relationship, not a swingers. I put no swingers lifestyle and a regular relationship. Do you know what happened? I got all these swinger guys, and like I tell people, you can tell the difference when somebody is into you. When they're not into you, you know it. When they're not into you, when you're the other woman, you wait a couple days. Sometimes you don't get their text all the time, or they'll text you at 2 in the morning or 1. They got another woman. You're the side chick who, when the other woman's on her period and he's seeing you. That's how I felt with all. I felt like I was, she's just the woman. I didn't feel special. Okay. And with all these men, I never felt any special. I never felt like, okay, I was their girl and they wanted to protect me. No, I didn't feel that way with any. I went and all the relationships, let me tell you this, all the relationships took over a year. So I got to talk to these people and I realized all of them, not just one, all of them on the honesty. Every single relationship that I tried to have as a relationship bombed out. Not just one, but everyone, And I'm thinking, wow, this really blows. So I went out to eat, and it was really good. It was a good brisket, you know. So my friend left his meat in there. He didn't touch it. And he goes, "Well, you got more meat." And I'm like, "I got more meat." Yeah, I've been eating everything I possibly could get my damn hands on. I really have. I've been just like, hey, it's good. It's good. I got to talk to a buttload of people, a lot of people online. I've been trying this. Oh shit, what is it? It's this new service. And I put myself as Omega. I'm like, fuck it, no one is truthful. I'm not going to put my real name out there. So I put my name as Omega on the dating site. Let me see, what dating site is it? Because I get, people who want to talk to me. another bunch of liars who don't want to make me number one. So I could tell when I'm dating somebody and I'm not their number one when it takes over an hour. Now, I call it their weekend time. So if somebody has their weekend time like Thursday and Friday, and I text them on their weekend day and it takes them 3 hours to answer back on a day that they're off, then they have another person. I already know that. And I set myself up to put perimeters for that person because I am not their number one chick. So that's what I usually do. And I already know it's like they on their weekend they don't answer you. I have yet to find a man who, when I text them, that they'll text me back right away on their weekend. Hey, then when I do get that, it's like usually I'm not attracted to that person. And I don't know how to tell this person, I'm not really attracted to you. But when I don't get that, I put them on my mental notice. Okay, they're not the one. All right, they're not the one. You know how many men I have talked to for over a year that got on a date that ended up to be not what I wanted, or it's just like, okay, it's just not what I want. I'm looking for a real relationship where a man, let's just be honest, if they take 2 to 3 hours, if that, the next day when they're at work, when their girl's not with them, yeah, I know how that is. After a year of dating, when a man doesn't answer you quickly on their day off, that means they're with their woman and they don't want to show. Guys, make our names up to be a man's name. Then it could be really fun. I could have been a Steven, and you could have been talking to your girl and looking like I'm number one. Well, you guys are too stupid to do that. But anyway, I've done it. I got a lot of guys named with females. My ex thought I knew a shitload of, my ex was thinking, God, I knew a lot of females. Yeah. When you're management, a lot of times you have a lot of guys in your phone, and it did not look good when you're married. So I put them as females, made it easier. Of course, he always wondered what the M meant in their initials. I put it in their initials that they're a woman or a man. It was a W or an M, it would be in their initials. That's how I kept up if they were man or a woman. Okay, so we're talking about my coming up shows. I am doing the Snake Lady with Vicky's Emporium. She is a woman who tries to make up money that she spends, and she tries crazy things, and she drives her neighbors crazy, which I don't. I get along great with my neighbors. Snake Lady, yeah. Snake Lady is like someone I met on the boardwalk of Santa Monica Pier a while back, and she was one of those women who dances with the snakes, and looked really gorgeous. Well, you see, she was picky. From what I heard, she was picky about all the guys that wanted to marry her. By the time she was ready to be married, all the guys were married, and she ended up being an old maid and about 80-year-old on a boardwalk. So Crazy Christine knew her and said, yeah, I thought she was homeless until her family came to pick her up. She actually, her family took care of her, and she did have money. Her family just kind of, I want to go to the boardwalk, she would say, and she would leave. Her family would drop her off, and she'd get picked up every day. It was at a certain time. So you had to get there early, because I think by mid-afternoon they'd pick her up. And that was her whole day. She early in the morning till about 2:30, 3 o'clock she'd leave. They'd bring her home, do that. I don't know how many. I met her once, and after that, I never seen her. Because I didn't get to the boardwalk until after 4. When you party with Christina, it's an all night. Trust me. You didn't get there until after 12. Yeah, it is. It is real nice. It was expensive. I never paid it. It was my Crazy Christine's boyfriend who pay it. Ah, for kids. Yes. You know what? Um, My dad had said this, and this is what my dad said. Any woman, when a woman has one child, you have to be extremely gorgeous for you to remarry, which is true. I'm going to be honest. The more children you have, if you have two children and you're gorgeous, you got to have brains then. Because if you're just gorgeous, the two children are not going to run it. If you have three children, you better hope to God that you got a golden pussy. That's what my dad told me. I was 18 and my father told me this. He said, if you have the more children you have, the better the things you have to offer the man. Because he's taking on somebody else's kids. I mean, let's just be honest. I don't care if a man, and I really, this is what the end product is. If a man marries you and he has no children himself, down the road, he will want children of his own. So when those children come, those children will be number one. The first set of children will not be number one. In most cases, it's they're slowly forgotten. You know, except with me. My dad married a woman with children, well, with a child. It's like my dad. How do you explain to your significant other that your daughter has a higher IQ than her, and I could probably do her tests for her nursing thing and ace it? And my dad's like, yeah, she should be in high school. They told my dad I should have been in high school, but they put me in a specialized class so I can do my trick, my stuff, because my dad said, you're not going to go to high school and be stupid and get pregnant down the road thinking you're an adult, because you're not. And it was true. My friend down the street went to the family, put her into high school at the age of, she graduated by the time she was 15, where I should have graduated. But my dad said, no, 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 no. You're going to learn the hard way. You're going to learn the regular way with everyone else, because I don't give a shit what's going on. He goes, you're not going to be screwed up like that. You know, she ended up having a full scholarship, but she got pregnant at 16 while she was in full scholarship for college. And yeah, my friends had her wait on me because she was one of my frenemies. It was like, ah. Yeah, she this is somebody who had a high IQ and everything. Don't matter. You need common sense too. Besides that, but yeah, my dad said no. She's not going to get pulled up, and by the time she's 18, be washed up. And that's exactly what happened to my friend. She got, put into specialized classes and thought your shit didn't stink, boy, and God give her a good kick in the pants. So my characters are usually from people who I've met a long time ago, because a lot of these people, I don't want them coming back and saying that they feel that I'm making fun of them, which in a certain sense I am. If you think about talking about snake being the other white meat, which, everything's different on that. Waco, Texas. Hi, David. Leon. What? Aileen Vornos. She lived sad life. Okay. John Wayne Gacy. He was a sick motherfucker. He really was. He did those paintings. They're haunted paintings. I think who has. Oh, I went to the Haunted Museum. They have a whole thing on John Wayne Gacy. Yeah, he was not a neighbor you want to have. Yeah. Too many crazy swingers. Yes, there's a lot of crazy swingers. I met most of them. They are from here. I hate to say this. It's just not my thing. Good if you want to do that, but I want to meet someone, and usually it takes over a year for me to open up and talk to people online. So all the people that I met recently, like in the past 6 months, I've been talking to them for almost 2 years. So when I met them, I find, wow, you a bunch of liars. I'm the only one telling the truth. Shit. Really, I was the only one telling the truth. A guy told me that I said, I don't got gas money. We'll just meet when I get gas money. It's no big deal. We can keep talking, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, I'll pick you up. Jesus Christ. Do not pick up a girl with a car. It smells like ass and looks like ass. Don't. it was a big turnoff, and it didn't have air conditioning. I was sweating. No, it's not that dry of a heat where I can have no air conditioning, honey, and it's 95 outside. No, that wasn't a date. That was hell. And then you had gas on top of it. Oh, it was just a horrible diarrhea. And yeah, the guy had diarrhea. He should have been home. Oh, but I had a lot of people who pretend to have, just tell me you're broke. I'm good with that. I'm broke too, you know? So a lot of my storyline is dealing with all the crap I've had to deal with, guys who lie to other women. The Emporium is the type of place that you go when you forgot your girlfriend's birthday. Where are you at? And I'll make up different things for the Emporium. But what I want to mainly put on is the reality of the dating. It really sucks. I go and I have no one who really, let's just be honest. I have a stalker that I reside in the same household. He will follow me wherever I go. If it's in Pahrump, if I'm dating someone in Pahrump and we go out to eat, he will go out to that same place and look for me and see. He is stalking me. Yes, my ex is still stalking me. So I want to let people know, if you want to date me, that's fine. Just if you stay there long enough, guarantee that my ex will show up, because he has no fucking life and he's stalking me. My ex is still stalking me. And he calls it because he's worried about me. You know what? I'm not worried about his fucking ass. He all cost me 10 grand. He cost my ass 10 grand. Fuck that motherfucker. I don't give a shit if there's if hell opened up and sucked his nasty ass up, I'd be like, woohoo! One less fucker to deal with. And that's where I'm at. Come to think of it, they had a snake lady at Balboa Park too. Maybe she was the same woman. It's something I used to joke about, but I'm doing the comedy. It's called Attack Snakes in a RV, and the snake lady is going to try to wrangle them and doesn't have a good time doing it. And that's where it's at. I lost my other people, but I look like Weird Al. If you want to see that, I look like Weird Al in the thing. Drama issues. Oh yeah. Oh, there's Senior Psychopaths. He probably figured I came home. I don't have. I have idiots, and I tried. When you talk to someone, you go, you really need to quit following. I'm not following you. I'm making sure you're in a safe. I don't want you to make sure I'm in a safe whatever. Okay. I don't need to be put into a special safe box. Don't stalk me and call it something else. That's like eating and saying, well, I didn't eat that pound of hamburger. No. What'd you do? Absorb it? Wait, we use a different word for stalking? All right, thank you. I apparently may look hot, but I'm never the number one chick. I'm that chick that you text at 2 in the morning and I text back, I'm asleep. Go to bed. Bye. I want to be that number one chick where somebody has me as their number one. And I have yet to find that, where I'm somebody's number one. Where somebody gets a text from me on their day off and they text back in a orderly fashion. Even if it's a half an hour later, I consider that orderly. Well, when you're on your day off and I text you and it takes you hours to text back, you're with another woman. That's what I think. You're with somebody else and you call it family. Suddenly I had a lot of men calling it family times. And finally I said, you're with your other woman. And then they go, no, yeah, you are. It's your day off and you're with her. I can't be. I blocked so many people. I would finally find out. I go after that. My dates did dry up because I say, oh no, we have to go on 3 dates, and then I think that it will be time that we can maybe think about something. But no, no. Senior Psychopants did a lot of cock blocking because he actually followed me on some dates, and I literally would. He has a fucking orange truck. He has a big ass orange truck. It looks like a big driving pumpkin, so it's not like you can miss that shit. It's stocked by my ex, I swear. So I got done eating. We picked up some groceries, and I don't think so. I really don't care. She looks good. You know what? Plastic surgery is helping making you look good. You know what? Go fucking for it if it can look good. Some people take plastic surgery to a different edge, and I would say that several people in Hollywood, including I think her name is the woman who played in Dirty Dancing with the nose job. She should have kept her nose. That made her so unique, a unique person, a unique look. And then she got her nose job. Boom, no more money coming in. Yeah, plastic surgery could ruin it, and it did that for that young lady because she had the perfect nose. I don't care. She had the most beautiful nose on the face of the earth. Just like who else whose nose I would never. Linda uh, Streisand. Should never get her nose done. Never. Don't touch it. It's beautiful. Certain things we get when you do certain things to yourself all the time. Oh, Donny Osmond, the Osmonds. You remember the Osmonds dolls? I had a pair. Of course, yeah, I lost them. So, yeah, I had the Osmonds dolls. Little bit of country, little bit of rock and roll. Oh, I love her nose. I love Barbara's nose. Barbara Streisand has a beautiful nose. I don't care what you say. I love her nose. I mean, I got a pretty big schnoz. It's got both my parents' nose put together. It's like God had a sense of humor. I got both my parents' nose. Literally, I got my dad's nose from down here and my mom's nose from up here. It's really weird. It's like half and half, literally. So, who didn't, come on, Liberace made Gabe fun. He did. He made it like it was fun because all the crap he had to deal with beforehand. This is like he was in a time where they weren't just in the closet. They were like, you didn't even talk about it, or your not just reputation, your money dried up. So Liberace, I loved him. And he may have been flamboyant and everything and worked well in Vegas. He was a headliner for a long time in Vegas. Who didn't? My grandma liked Liberace. Everybody liked Liberace. Even rock stars liked Liberace. Liberace was just a happy gay man who knew how to decorate, flamboyant, and he was old Las Vegas. He was what Las Vegas was so many years ago. Just you know, he was more out there. Who didn't love Elvis? I mean, he had that shake going on. Do you know how many people imitated Elvis's shake? By the way, they had to. If you notice on most the things from the 60s and 70s only showed him from the waist up. You know why? Because you get all the women excited, gyrating. Just was I told. So I haven't looked to see if they showed gyrating, but I heard when they aired a lot of the stuff from a certain time frame from the 70s or 60s or 70s, they didn't show him gyrating. They didn't show the bottom of him because it got all the women all hot and bothered. I thought, who didn't? They called Elvis, nickname was Elvis the Pelvis Man. He was better than Michael Jackson. They always made fun of Michael Jackson, but I heard my dad call him Elvis the Pelvis Man, and he said everybody wanted to be him. I can't believe it. She's dead? I thought it was a joke. His daughter. Oh my God. What'd she die of, I wonder? Just out of curiosity. I mean, I thought that the family had some like longevity. You know what I mean? I mean, Elvis, his daughter was the female part of him. Really, she was his junior. I mean, down to a lot of the stuff, the way she represented herself, exactly how her father was. It was amazing. I never met her. She seemed like a really good hard worker, a decent person, you know. Oh God. All of these taking God, quit taking all the good people. Take all the crappy people who can't act, sing, or dance. Just take them out, you know? It's like, don't take the good people. She was she was married to even Michael Jackson for a bit. God, my friends would be a little jealous back in the day. They all wanted to marry Michael Jackson. I was like, I don't know. But yeah, I had friends who wanted to marry Michael Jackson. I know that fucker is. I I bet you he. Well, I did meet him over in Detroit. They had him talking. This is about 20 years ago when he was like 70. And I thought, wow, you know, and I'm talking with him. They used to call him the peanut farmer. They used to call him, make jokes about him being a peanut farmer. But you know what? He was actually a good president. He just had a crappy just luck. I'll be honest. He really works his ass off. He's the one person out of a president you gotta meet, Jimmy Carter. He was a hardworking man. He was a hardworking president. He did all he could. He just had shit. He had a he had a shit show that he came into. And when he left, it was like, what could you do? You know, you can't put a band-aid on it, and you can't put, anything else. You're just it was it, if anyone remembers the people who were taken hostage, it was a hostage crisis. It was a big thing every day. You woke up to hearing about the hostages and who was going to be let loose. Yeah, he was letting a really shit. It was like a flying monkey circus from hell. Yeah, it was bad. And he did the best he could. I love Jimmy Carter. Oh, he's such a sweetheart. I can't say nothing bad about him. Or Ronald Reagan. He's my man. Oh, Savannah, Georgia. They got some really good peaches and they have excellent. I'm going to be honest with you. I used to go down there and visit my ex sister in law. They got excellent peaches, really good peaches. And Vidalia onions, they're known for too, by the way. They're known for Vidalia onions. They are sweet. You could actually eat them out of the thing. I've done it. And I'm not a big onion person. So if you go to Savannah, Georgia, they are also known for Vidalia onions. I think that Biden should bow out while he's up on top. I agree with you. He should bow out while he's on top because it's not that he's too old. I think that he's ready for medication to help him remember where the bathroom is, literally. I don't think he knows where he's at, you know. Half the time I think that people are trying to figure out, what are we going to do? He's not getting too old. It's mentally he can't deal with all the shit going on. Yeah. I think he's just that. Oh my God. I've been watching CNN. They have it on my Max. So they have CNN Live. So I've been keeping up on that. Yeah. Oh my God. So today, right now, I would like to pray for Israel. I am backing up Israel. I'm glad that the United States, that's the one thing Biden is doing right. He is saying, we're backing you up. Whatever you need, tell us, and we will be there. So let's all pray for Israel right now. Let's ask God, God, your people in Israel need you again. Please, God, help Israel, protect them, and please make sure all the assholes and idiots that started this little war have hundreds of thousands of bad things crawl up their asshole and bad things happen. Please protect the people of Israel and people visiting Israel and family. Please help them find the people and keep them safe. Amen. There. I hope, you know, I would like to see something good happen, but this hasn't happened since the 70s, the early 70s. I don't want to get, yeah, it's been bad. Thousands. Olympics in France. La la. I wonder what will the styles be for the men? Do you think they can have like crotchless, like crotchless biking shorts? I'm thinking from my view to enjoy. Yeah, I didn't say it was going to be touching. I just said looking, crotchless biking shorts. Oh, well, it's a thought. Most of my friends my age and younger have been dropping like flies, and it just worries me. I'm like, God dang. So when I went to the doctor and they asked me for prescription, do I have any refills prescription? I said, I don't have any prescription. And I don't have any prescription whatsoever. I had birth control prescription, but I haven't been using that since like April. So yeah. So the Olympics, pray for America's homeless problem. That's another thing. Dear God, no one should be homeless, God. They have so many things to help the homeless, and a lot of them, it's a mental problem. It's not that mentally they don't want to pay for something. They just have a hard time dealing with living in one place and being accepted. So please help the homeless mentally, physically, and to be loved and taken care of. And if they're on bad drugs and stuff, maybe they could be taken off that. Amen. There. Well, today's the prayer day. Yeah. Some of them have severe drug problems. They just don't have the means or the means to get the help so they can have, be clear of them. A lot of drugs takes over to get out of your system a good couple weeks, but then in that time you're throwing up and having you visiting the toilet. So I know how long it takes because I got several friends off of drugs, and it takes about a month. You can't even work. There's no way you're going to work and get off drugs because you're going to be this way unless you're wearing a diaper. You're just not going to. It really is hard. Yeah. I moved into Pahrump on the weekend of Thanksgiving weekend 2015. That's when I moved into Pahrump, Thanksgiving of 2015. I've been here since 2015 of November, late November, and that's where it's been. I've been here since then. Yep. And not even, it just doesn't take long. 10 years just goes by so quick for me. Yeah, it does. 10 years is like a yawn. There's 10 years. And think of it. And if you live here in Pahrump, just think you could just, I think Pahrump loves me. I don't know. I don't think so because I've never been a number one chick yet. I'm not somebody's number one chick. Really, a number one chick. There. Yeah. One day I might be, but I'm still not. I think that it's I can't afford to go anywhere. I do. Yes, I do. I do deserve. I have trying. I try to get guys with money, but I'm so honest and I'm my own hard worker. I can't seem to get guys with any money. I can't. I just but I got my address and my phone number down there. So if you guys got money, give me a text because I'm not going to answer any phone calls. Let's just be honest. I get a lot of women who hate me, and I don't feel like being yelled at when I do weed and I answer the phone. I don't want to be like, this is what usually happens when I answer the phone and the other woman's on the other end and she's like this. This is what happens. This is the invitation. Hello? Yeah, I can't believe it. My boyfriend was whacking off to your live videos, and I don't know why I never get any laid anymore. And I'm like, well, maybe you should put some makeup on and take a shower and shave your armpits and everything else and get all sexy. You know, men need to think about getting sexy too. You know, we like them shaved down there. Let's just be honest. You know, it's not a one thing. You know, it goes both ways. Yeah. So, uh, oh, I get a lot of women haters. I have. I had been. I At my work, they decided because they were getting just people coming off the street and bothering other people's vehicles. Yeah, they decided to do the smart thing and lock the thing up after we get in. Yeah, I get a lot of women haters, a whole lot. People who I don't even know and never have met just come out and bitch at me on the phone. So, no, if you text me, hey, I like your show and you got some things. I have two stalkers. I have a stalker from another place. Yeah, I'm being stalked by two different people, one from home and one from work. Yes, I can't prove the one from work, but I know that that person watches me too. I I work with clay. So it's a real hard job. It's a good loving job, but it's a very physical job. So much that I can eat whatever I want and not to worry about my weight. To be honest, I haven't weighed myself in over a month, so I don't know how much I really weigh. Yeah, my ex is a stalker. He says that he just wants to make sure I'm safe. Fuck that. I've been fine on my own. I don't need your stalking fucking ass to be cock blocking me because you want to see who I'm dating. No, 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 no. You stay home. I got another stalker. This person watches me because she tattles on me or, wants to see what's going on in my life. I have no idea. This person is a female and she's been stalking me. No joke. I have a female stalker and a male stalker. Hey, got one of each. I feel like a parent. Oh my god, I got one of each of the stalkers. Everyone's gonna want one. Yep. So I can say I got both stalkers like me equally. They want to see me fail and burn in flames or something. So that's where I'm at with that one. So I got 2 stalkers, and the 2 stalkers, they're both different sexes. One's a male and one's a female. And one either of them I really don't care for. Let's just be honest. They're stalkers. I've been on YouTube when, oh shoot. I would say 2011, 2009. Yeah, it's been since 2009. I've been here forever, honey. Yeah, I've been here when I would, before I even, let's just put it this way. I've been on YouTube when I lived in BFE, literally BFE, where we had no internet. It was just crazy. It was out there in the California desert. Yeah, but I hardly have anybody. I should have 500,000 people at least. I'm just taking it seriously now to making comedy videos, Snakely, with, yep, the Laughing Emporium, Vicky's Laughing Emporium. Come to Vicky's, we got it. You want that? We can get that for you. Just take a little bit and go get it. Want rattlesnake now? Well, the snake lady love. We'll see if there's some on the road. Oh God. And that's pretty much it, is just trying to make funny out of what you can. I have apparently, I am honest. I've been in, like I said, I've been fished more times than anything. Out of all of the guys that I've dated, there has been very few that have told me the truth. After talking to some of them for almost 2 years, I found out everybody on their lies. So when I text them and they don't text me right back, I go, oh, you're off the thing. The reason is I find out when people have their days off, and if they text on their days off, I call it in a fashion that isn't 24 hours later to the next day when you're at work. I go, oh, okay, you got busy with family. And if you call up and you got like little kids talk, hey, yeah, I'm talking to someone. I just want to let you know this is a real me. Hey, yeah, okay, and they're doing other things. You know that they're putting you as their number one chick. But anytime you call somebody or you text somebody and it takes them 24 hours to text back, you're not their number one chick. Guaranteed they got 5 or 6 more in back. So what I usually do is if I text somebody and they text back 24 hours later, I do them the way they do me. So when they text me, I give them 24 hours and I text them back in their timely manner. I give them a taste of their own shit. Hey, you didn't text me back right away. Well, you don't text me back right away because you have your girlfriend. I figured that. Oh, yeah, I knew. I told the one guy a while back, I know you got a girlfriend because you never text back. You got 2 phones. That's another key. They got 2 phones. They got another girl. They got the other phone somewhere else. They look it up. Hey, I realized that a long time ago. I want to be the number one chick, not the other way around. I want to see hockey. You got some good hockey tickets, I'll go. Good hockey tickets. Buy me a jersey, too. And you got to be for our team, the Las Vegas team. I haven't seen Katy Perry in a while. You know who I would love to work with and to do it? Oh, shoot. She did American Horror Story, which is Lady Gaga. I would love to work with Lady Gaga because we both have the same name. We really do. I think Lady Gaga would be really one of those artistic, just unusual people. They would go, wow, that's really neat. Oh, I like Detroit Red Wings, but you know what? I gotta do. See, I live in, I live in Pahrump. I am a, how can I say, that is my team now. It's not the Red Wings. It would have to be, you know, um, it would have to be the Las Vegas team. It would have to be that because of the fact that they are my team now. I live here, so the Red Wings, yeah, they were good. I was there when they won all those their stuff. And they did the sweep, and they were the underdogs. Now they're doing pretty good, you know. I think Las Vegas has gotten so close to getting they you know, in dealing with the Stanley Cup. The first time out the door, they pretty much almost got the Stanley Cup. That's pretty good as far as I'm concerned, you know. So the Las Vegas, I want to see a hockey team. You want to take me a hockey team? Go for it. Really. I love Lady Gaga. I would love to act with her. She did such an amazing job in American Horror Story. She was so good. I mean, we're talking, you know, this is, they always think, oh, you know, they're just singers or just, no, 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 no. Lady Gaga, baby, got it going on. I was like, damn, girl. She got it down pat. I was like, good going, Stefania. Good going, Stefania. Show them girl power. That was it. Lady Gaga got it going on, and so many people are jealous because she really got it. And you know, they can say all they want. I would love to meet her and to just work with that woman. She is probably a good, hardworking woman. Because I tell you, that was amazing. Just the stuff. Yeah, who doesn't love Lady Gaga? I lost my singing voice when they did my operation on my back. I lost it for like 3 years, and then I got it back a couple months ago. Got my singing voice back. It was weird. I just started singing. I was able to sing, but I won't do it in front here. I just can't. Uh, I don't know. I don't think any of them actually retire. They say they're going to retire, and then 10 years later, they figure out they can make so much money, and they're like, "Well, I got some bills and stuff," and they come out of retirement. I don't know. Nobody does want to talk about that. No one talks. Just like who had a retirement party that came out of retirement is oh shit. Ted Nugent. Ted Nugent. We went to his retirement party because I had paid for those damn tickets. My ex had a thing for Ted Nugent, so I paid for these expensive tickets, and I didn't even buy them. My dad bought them. He was able to get them because they were so hard to get. They were really hard. So I get these tickets, and swear to God, the table was about this big around. It was a little table, little round table. They sit us in the corner where all the people, where the food comes out. Yeah, we were sat like really bad. I told my dad how bad the seating. I took pictures and everything and sent it to him. My dad said, "What the fuck? They put you in?" Oh, he was so pissed. He contacted the Ticketmaster and everything because we had to go through a lot of jumps and hoops. We got our money back. It was that bad, or most of it. It was like you get a certain part back because you get like horrible service. We had horrible service. It was through Ted Nugent's retirement party, and it was like, oh, just let me sit here and you can deal with all this shit, you know. I would have rather have sent him with his friend, like one of his friends. Yeah, could you pick one of your friends? Because then I don't have to deal with all this shit. Yeah. Because I paid a lot of money for this. these tickets, and I end up getting, where the food comes out. There was no other tables, just our little table, and we were like off on a corner. I'm like, wow, this is weird. We're in this corner thing, and my dad was so mad. I took pictures, and he's like, that's horrible. I should just tell me we're pretty much where they bring out the food, and they could have put us in a nice area and stuff. Now we get put in the shit area. It was horrible. Oh my God. It was absolutely. I will never do anything with because my ex totally loved Ted Nugent, and I was totally like, this guy's an asshat. He's a womanizing asshat. So, yep. I didn't know there was mosquito problems. I never got bit by a mosquito in there. And who's Michael Bubble is Canadian. I don't know who Michael is. Ted Nugent's from Michigan. Ted Nugent was always talking about being drug-free. And that went well to a certain point. Then we'd got, I had fun in his concerts, but, I paid for everything. That's why my ex didn't want to get rid of me. I paid for it all. He never had to pay for anything. Really. I paid for everything. I worked. My ex could only, I don't know what it is with trolls. I don't know. Maybe I'm different. But troll people who don't like to work hard, they can work 2 to 3 days a week. That's it. You can't get nothing more out of them. That is it. They're the 2, 3. You ever see those people? They can't make 5 days a week. If they work Monday through Friday, they would only be able to make it to Wednesday, and that's it. You ever meet people like that? My ex was that way. He couldn't make it a whole week without missing 1 or 2 days. My ex only worked to Wednesday. He was a good troll. Trolls are usually, they'll work up to Tuesday or Wednesday. Then the rest of the week, they're as useful as a bag of poop. They're not very useful. Yeah, I was always the money maker, and I worked 2 to 3 jobs. I'm looking for a second job. Yeah. A keyboard warriors. All right. I know a man should pay for you. Oh, I've been trying to. If I had the money, you see, senior psychopaths didn't quite get the memo. I told him my stocks are going down. Okay, I don't care who's in office, but when Cheeto Man was in, I tell you, my stocks were really looking good. Okay, my stocks looked good. With this other president, not so good. So I tried to tell him, hurry up, hurry up. He goes, hey, this is what he told me. You can't hurry me. You're going to swandiggle me. You're going to take all. No, my stocks are falling. I can't afford to buy the house if you keep waiting. So 6 months later, my stocks all went. And then he goes, I'm ready to sell. And I'm like, look, asshat, you all just, he has no life. My ex-husband is my stalker. He goes and when I go on a date or something, he finds me. He goes and stalks me out. That's my other stalker. My ex-husband is my other stalker. Yeah. So if you want to go on a date with me, expect to come in contact with my other stalker. Yeah, I got 2 stalkers. One from somewhere else and one from here. I got 2 stalkers. And the other one hasn't been on here, but comes on here every so often. My last name, my real last name, is in every single large city in the United States that I know of. I know, I deserve better. Look, I'm the one that's not living in the house. I wanted to get away from crazy. I'm out here in the RV, not senior psychopaths. He's the one who never really wanted to get up early in the morning. I had the two jobs, and he could. Let's put it this way: I'd come home after working 14 hours, and he'd expect me to clean the house. I'm not telling you my last name, but it's in every single big city. My family goes big or goes home. So obviously, I'm staying home right now because I'm not going big enough. But really, my family's last name is. My dad told me. And a lot of other secrets I'm not going to tell you guys. But let's just put it this way: my family truly goes big or goes home, and they've always been that way. Some of them are in history books, and I kid you not. I was showed. Uh, Not me. I gotta wait for another World War III. I'll go in there. So far, we got World War happening right here. Over in over. Let's hope to God. Let's hope. I am right there with everyone, hoping that this all turns out well. Yes, prayer for them. I love them. In fact, Epaulettes came from there, from their part of the land, Epauletti. It says, yeah. So hope everything turns out well. Well, it's been an hour, and I got to go check on my wash and get things done. So let's say a evening prayer. Let's also hope for us. Let's hope that me, Megan, will find a guy who has me as his number one chick, the only one that will text him, and he'll text me back. I'm good with that. And someone that doesn't mind if senior psychopaths decides to, which he stalk, which he has a big orange truck. There's no way you can stalk right. They're going to know it's you. And then my other online stalker, let's hope that she finally finds somebody else to stalk. Okay. And of course, let's hope that the war overseas ends and that things are taken care of. There's no there's very little casualties. Let's hope everything is taken care of. I would love to see that happen. Amen. All right. All right. Let's end and have a good one.